Alright, here we are. Sorry for the wait, guys. Just handling some work around the house. Oh, glad to know that we can finally put Trigger Happy Havoc behind us. Then in like another week or so we can start Danganronpa 2. What fun. Just let me know if this is too loud, because I still don't have the right thing for this yet. And by thing, yeah, that's really scripted, John. Fucking balance, that's what I'm trying to fucking say. For some reason, I don't know the word. No, whatever. But hey, how you guys doing? There's my brother playing Sonic Adventure 2. A little too loud? Alright, let me fix that then. Turn my mic off. How's that? Is that any better, guys? Oh, hey, Chris. I don't know. Are you okay with being spoiled for the ending of Danganronpa? You can if you want. Glad to have you on board, man. Oh, you know, I should probably put up on Twitter that we're starting. My fucking disastrous streams.
Danganronpa.
Okay, we're good to go now. Yeah, long time no see indeed, Chris. I mean, it's been pretty good. Just a Saturday. Had to go to my grandparents' house to help them out with their myriad of technological problems, but it was fun. Just kind of sat around. I was supposed to shoot something for a film project today. However, I'm gonna put that off till tomorrow. So, well. Ah, you watched Nico and that's why you got spoiled. Aw, jeez. Well, at least you got a good experience out of it. Nico's very good at let's playing these games. The Chow Garden was the best. Ooh, hey, that's a good idea for a like a chill stream one day. Just play the fucking Chow Garden. Also, hey Steph, welcome to the stream. Alright, you know, I actually think we're starting off in hip-deep yeah, we are starting off in hip-deep spoiler territory, Chris. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. No, Nuclebee's a Let's Player here on YouTube. He's very popular for playing these. Just check him out if you haven't seen him already. He's very energetic. Exactly. Work is too much effort. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. Oh, you're gonna go? Alright then, Chris. Well, thanks for dropping by for a few minutes. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now,
Anyway,
right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. I think we should examine the door, right? It's locked, but we have a way to open this door. Oh, I have to talk to Kyoko. Oh, I definitely will, Margle. Ah, you're gonna stay? Good. It's fun. What does it matter if you get spoiled? It's a great game. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room. I mean, it's not like knowing the story or what happens in advance ruins the experience. It's still a fun thing to play through. Why do you think I'm doing it again? And I'm gonna do the same thing with Danganronpa 2 when we're done with this. Besides, this is easily like the best part of the game, figuring out all the secrets behind the school. Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
That's right. And we should be able to use it on that door, right? Hey Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... exactly. Fucking Atlas Japan. Yo, speaking of that, yo, I'm glad my copyright strike that they gave me for fucking Persona 5 is gone. I think that went away, what, on September 11th? Man, that was awkward, me looking forward to 9/11. That's pretty fucked up. Yes, it opened!
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death, deadly life. There's no daily life for this chapter. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up, like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. Yes, it is, Toko. This is right after Chapter 5 ended. You know, I gotta say though, I kinda like Shuichi better than Makoto. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kinda nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So, Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. Dude, I mean, hey, I own Honey Pop. It is a fun game. I love it a lot. Hell, I don't only have Honey Pop, I have Honey Cam Studio too. They're good ass games, and I'm looking forward to when Honey Pop 2 comes out. I mean, you know, here's my hierarchy of Danganronpa protags. I feel like I like Makoto the least, then Shuichi, and then Hajime. Like, Hajime is definitely my favorite protag. Wait, are you serious? Kira Buckland actually voiced someone in Honey Pop? Shit. I didn't know that. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So, how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. Yeah, Hyoko and Kirumi. And a myriad of other characters that we know, like 2B and, Miyako. Kira Buckland's in a lot of games I've played, actually. We stand neutral in all things. And to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort.
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family. Hey, Dave, what's up? Welcome to the stream, man. Trying to find some good games on Android. Good luck. There's not a lot. Oh, you know, I might as well say it now. Chris, we are spoiling V3 a little bit in here, in case that makes you a little uncomfortable. Oh yeah, Audrey's a bitch. No doubt about that. I still can't believe that fucking they had Brian Beacock do a goddamn Donald Trump fucking impersonation. That was probably the best. That was the best. Oh god, that's no problem. All right then. Jeez.
However...
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect. I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Has my opinion on Kokichi changed? Nah, still the worst Danganronpa character to ever exist. Okay, listen. I still hate Kokichi with a burning passion. He's still a fucking piece of shit, and I hate him with all my heart. Fuck Kokichi. And this might rub some people the wrong way, but when I hear someone say, "Oh, I fucking love Kokichi, he's so good," that's like when I hear that. Well, when someone says that, what I hear is, "Oh hi, I have horrible taste." I mean, he's an irredeemable piece of shit. No two ways about it. Fuck Kokichi. So yeah, that's my stance on him. Fuck him. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However...
There is something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented. He had a promising future. Dude, I know I said it a while ago, but man, that Kobayashi's Dragon Maid is one of the best fucking things I've seen in my life. It's so good. Like, I really want more of that show. They have to do another season of that. It's so good, and it's so popular too. Ugh, I want to see more of that happy family. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented and he had a promising future.
However,
but he had no interest in detective work. Yes, she is. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. Thoughts on Korekio? He's a creepy serial killer. Is there really anything else to be said? Oh, actually, hold on. I misspoke. He's not just a creepy serial killer. He's a creepy serial killer with a sister fetish. I feel like that's all there is to say about Korekio. Although, Todd Haberkorn, who voices Korekio, does a fantastic fucking job. Dude, Chris, anything Kana does is adorable. Incest is wincest. Now you reminded me when the musical gamer played through chapter 3. And he said that, but in the most, like, confused tone. Oh, God. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. And young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that. What she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up, even for autocorrect. Yo, Toka, your autocorrect's pretty fucked up. Damn. Hey, don't worry about it, Margle. I would never put spoilers in the thumbnails, unlike fucking Cinnamon Toast Ken. Like, that's pretty much all he did for his Let's Play. Like, there are so many fucking spoilers in the thumbnails, it made me sick. Like, I get that he wasn't too happy about the game, but like, really, dude? You gotta do people dirty like that? That's fucked up. But, thoughts on Kaede? Oh, hey, Jessica, welcome back. Yo, I mean, what else is there to say other than she was a sweet angel who didn't need to die. She was killed because she was a sweet angel. Fuck you, Samugi. Yeah, he does. I really don't understand why. I mean, I guess I can understand why some people might hate Kaito, like... Well, actually, no, I don't really understand why a lot of people hate Kaito. And I remember seeing one person's stream, and, like, the entire... I could barely sit through 5 minutes of it, because, like, for some reason, like, these two, they were just shit-talking Shuichi the whole time, like, why the fuck do you hate Shuichi? He's a good pro-tag. Thoughts on Angie? I mean, she was bearable until chapter 3 when me and many other people were wishing her dead. But man, I mean, Angie wasn't awful. I mean, especially when you have the worst Danganronpa character in the same game. Kokichi! Fuck him. But yeah, Angie wasn't too bad. Despite the cult. More emotional. To a damned idiot. Yeah, really, it's just the Atua part that's annoying about her, like Dave says. But other than that, she's a perfectly fine character. She's pretty cute, too. I mean, especially if you guys haven't seen her Love Suite event. Holy shit, is that fucking suggestive. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However...
But there's one thing. One thing that I can never forgive. Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However...
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. Well, Chris, then you gotta watch the Love Suite events for Danganronpa V3, because holy shit, those get good. I mean, of course they gave Mew Best Girl Iruma the best event, where she, and I'm just gonna say it anyway, where she just straight up rapes Shuichi. It's so good. Oh, you know, Kyo's is another good one, where he just also kinda rapes Shuichi. Shuichi gets raped a few times in those events. It's pretty good. Oh, dude. Yeah, Smoogies is super kinky. Oh god. It will get you fucking hot and bothered real quick. Oh god. What's the rating of V3? Supposedly it's mature, but I don't buy that for a second. The only thing they saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. Jeez. You are not in bother, you're just in shock. That's understandable. That's understandable, Jessica. Oh god. Going to... I mean, to be fair, Dave, does IGN do anything right? That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow's been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him, and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. Yeah, this is an 18+ stream. Excuse you, Chris, but this is a very Christian stream right here. I don't know what you're talking about. Rape is always a subject. Okay, that, you know, I probably shouldn't say that. I probably shouldn't say rape is a Christian stream subject. Oh, why do you guys fucking watch this? It's trash. I have no doubt you forgot about me years ago. But you're family. You just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood. Nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Yes. Swearing in my Christian Minecraft server? I don't heckin' think so. Oh, no, that's a Christian swear right there. Can't say heck or darn on a Christian server either. Wherever the fuck we're going. on about now? You can't be hoping I'd play Roblox. Might be waiting another couple of years when I dry up on content for that, when I'm really desperate for that 30 cents of ad revenue. Oh, thanks, Margle. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. Jessica, I should ban you for that. For those heinous swears. Oh. How dare you. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Aw, thanks, Chris. I really appreciate that. Oh, and hey, you know, speaking of revenue, if you guys don't mind throwing a couple extra pennies my way, I do have a Streamlabs thing set up in the description, so send me some money, cause after playing Fire Emblem Heroes for so long, I'm kinda dry. Sakura pretty much bankrupted me, like I said before. I mean, hey, I realize that most of you are broke. I mean, hey, worth a shot, you know? Shit, man. You guys better be turning off ad block for me. Oh, man. We're all just a bunch of broke people. That's fine. It's not like I'm forcing you guys to or anything. It's not like I'm saying we have to meet a goal or else I'm not gonna stream.
Indeed.
I'd never do that. On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. You know, as much as I love to get off topic and not read through the game, this is gonna be a really long stream, guys, because we're doing all of Chapter 6 and the epilogue tonight. So buckle in for a long one, ladies and gents. Looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. Can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. Yeah, it kinda was. But you know, I want to say something about the V3 ending. I feel like they left so much shit unanswered that they're really gonna have to, they're really gonna have to make a V4. Because there was a lot of shit that went unanswered at the end of V3. Just like how at the end of this game, spoilers for this, there's a lot of shit that kind of goes unanswered that they answer in 2 and 3. We took 20 minutes to get up the fucking ladder. Yeah, exactly, like Makoto and Kyoko were saying. That was a really long ladder, guys. It took us 20 minutes to climb up that fucking thing. Alright, gotta talk to Kyoko again. So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course. But if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can run away. Who is my favorite V3 character? I'm torn between Mew, Gonta, or Himiko. Like, those are like my top 3 in that game. But I ended up liking Himiko a lot more than I thought I would. Oh, it was so sad. I don't want to see Himiko in tears. She's such a sweet girl. Despite that one moment in 4 when she just turned into Mew. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. Oh hey Devin, welcome to the stream, man. Dude, Nintendo does that for every Pokemon game. Like, you're surprised? That's what they did for Moon, too. Like, there was nothing to explore in Moon. I mean, not that I didn't like the story, but still. Yeah, pretty much, Dave. Believe me, I know all about procrastinating work, Jessica. I think like 3 times so far this semester, I've held off on papers until the very last minute, and somehow I've aced them all. It really surprised me. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this, but we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. You know, I still see very little reason to buy Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Like, I don't see a lot of reason for me to buy it. To be fair. I mean, the Team Rainbow Rocket thing is pretty cool, but, I mean, don't worry, Jessica. I have a film project that's due on Monday too, and I haven't even started shooting it yet, let alone like getting to editing and that shit. Like, I need to do it tomorrow. So I'm a little fucked on that. It's supposed to rain tomorrow too. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully the weather doesn't decide to fuck me over. Although life loves to seem doing that. Life seems to love doing that. Blech. Fucking God. Is college hard? Nah. It's actually a lot easier than high school, to be honest. Because it's not like you're meeting with the same classes every single day. College is like easy mode compared to, high school. At least in my experience, it was. And it's far more enjoyable, too, because you make your own schedule. You pick, like, definitely the main draw of college for me is making your own schedule. You pick when you go to class. It's amazing, because like the way I have my classes set up, not a single one of my classes start till afternoon. And I have Fridays off. It's fucking great. Yeah, that's true, Dave. Easier than AP? Well, it depends on what courses in college you take. I mean, it might be just as difficult or even more difficult, because I know my brother, he's a computer science major, and he has to take Calculus 2, and he's like marginally passing that class. It's pretty bad.
Well now.
Hey! Well, there are some classes you do have to take in college. Like, there's I I think it's called core curriculum or whatever. I don't really know exactly what it's called, but yeah, there are like certain classes you have to take. Like you have to take a couple math classes, history. I know you have to take like a couple science classes. Like you have to take like the basic subjects. You also have to take a foreign language for like 2 semesters, but it's not that bad. Like especially because for math courses, you don't have to go with like a math intense course like I didn't do, because like for my math courses, I just had to take a statistics class and an algebra 1, like the equivalent of an algebra 1 class. And actually, let me tell a story about my algebra 1 class that I took 2 years ago. So, like I said, the algebra class was basically the equivalent of taking algebra 1 in high school. It was really simple stuff. I want to say like maybe 2/3 of the class was people taking algebra 1, like that exact class, for like the second or third time. And that was really, really exemplified when one of these fucking idiots on like, I think the second day of class had to ask the professor, when we were going through like some very basic algebra problems, he asked, wait, I thought if you multiplied something by 0 it was 1. And then me and my, in immediate response to that, me and my friend Mike just look at each other like, what the fuck kind of retard class are we in? And near the end of the semester, like half the class fucking dropped out because they were too stupid to do algebra 1. Like, holy shit. Oh, God. It was bad, but it was an easy class. What do I want to have as a job? You know, I probably shouldn't be saying this as a, senior graduating from college this year. I actually really don't know what I want to do in the future. I mean, I'm a communications major in television production, so, I want to do something with that, but I still don't know what I want to do with it. Like, I really enjoy writing scripts, but it's hard to make a viable career off of just that. So, I gotta really buckle down and start thinking about what I want to do. Because even now, I'm starting to have doubts of whether or not I even want to do something in the communications field. Like, because I'm actually... Well, because I'm a communications major, I have a lot of free credits, so I could take, like, whatever other classes I want. And, I've been taking some criminology courses because it seemed interesting to me, and now that I'm actually taking them, it's a lot of fun and really interesting. So I'm starting to think, man, I should have switched majors to criminology. But yeah, it is useless thinking about things I could have done in the past. So I put that behind me, and I just say, hey, if I ever want to change course in life, later I can go back to college and get a different degree. It's as simple as that. We live in America. Well, I live in America after all. I ought to remember, not everyone here is American. But yeah, it's not that bad. And, like, the way I went through college, it wasn't even that, I mean, all that expensive, I think. Because, like, the first 2 years of my college were pretty much paid for, because I got, like, a special grant when I was in high school. But, yeah. It wasn't that bad. I would happily do it all over again, because I really like college. Alright, side story time over. Let's actually get back to the game, because we are 40 minutes in, guys, and we have not even gotten to the fucking investigation yet. Hey, 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 hey! Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead! What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished! Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again. And this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko!
Right.
Do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
now,
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? Eh? I lose?
Hey!
You! Explain yourself! What do you mean by that?
because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me. Who were my favorite characters in Danganronpa 2? Everyone but Hyoko and Nagito. I love the cast of Danganronpa 2 the best. And well, I wouldn't say hate Kyoko, I mean not Kyoko, Hyoko and Nagito, but hey, it's not like I hate them more than I hate, Kokichi. But probably my favorite character was, Mahiru. She's best girl. Everyone but Teru. Even Hyoko, Jessica? Just a reminder that Hyoko's on the table there. I actually liked Teru. I thought he was funny. And I thought that deep down he was kind of sweet. Despite the extremely pervy exterior. Of course. Dude, that is a fucking sunken ship though, Hajime and Chiaki. Oh. Why is Nagito bad? It's not that he's bad, it's that he's like fucking insane. That's what it is, Margle. But hey, you'll see when we start playing Danganronpa 2 soon-ish. I don't know when we'll start it, but maybe sometime soon. I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
Hey, Mikan wasn't that bad. She was an abused girl. I felt sorry for her. Mikan's a sweet girl. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much Nagito in a nutshell. Bagels and did anyone say Hope? That dude got rock hard for Hope. But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right,
In response to that unexpected development,
indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened, and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well. I mean, probably, but it's not like Steven was a bad guy. He was just trying to get everyone to kill a bad god.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose. You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well?
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that! What is this, a comedy routine? To make such a bold claim without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any time right now. With a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. No. Dev and I would never trade Sakura for Hinoka. I mean, you're not the only one, Chris. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Kyoko either. But I mean, it's not like I hate her. I mean, like, more than anything else, I think KZX put it really well when he said, Kyoko's really just a plot character. Like, that's really just what she is. I mean, does it really matter what Sakura, regular, or Nyankara? Thanks for the way by that. Thanks, by the way, for that. God, I'm super fucking dyslexic tonight. Sakura's the best, though. I like her so much better than Hinoka. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire.
However...
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
Indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
What the fuck? Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice.
So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Well, that'll make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer. Of the masterminds themselves! But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word.
Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed.
Barry?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you suggested might be plausible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? And I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out? Or will my despair claim victory?
It's probably the best one of the bunch. Despair. Fuck you, Monokuma.
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown.
He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
All the mysteries?
That's right. Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely
then it'll be enough to
contain
qualify
myself.
as a victory for you.
Never mind, I forgot about qualify. That's a really good one too.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along.
Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school,
You guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all that.
We'll all face execution, right?
I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement.
You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations, and having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that.
Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception. Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro...
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but... Okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but... This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why do you go quiet all of a sudden?
Now
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya?
Why so mad?
Whew.
He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave me alone. Get out of here.
Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto. Let's go. Okay. Ooh. That hurt. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. Fine. Don't worry about it. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true.
whew,
But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so,
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because...
It's all because of the one moment the mastermind let down their guard. Like I said. I need to go, Chris. Well, thanks for coming out anyway. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a good night, man. Get some good sleep. So when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
So,
Oh, fuck. You talking about the time just made me remember. Daylight Damn it. Man, fuck America with daylight savings time. Gotta push the clock back an hour. Ugh. Well, at least it'll be getting darker earlier now. I like that. Oh, hey, Zelcario. Welcome to the stream, man. Everybody loves Chris. 2 a.m. tonight. Fuck that. Ugh.
I wasn't there to hear it myself. Do you remember what the mastermind said? They said that they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world. Right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
Listen,
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine.
How's my cat? They're fine. I have 3 cats. At least for now I have 3 cats. We have a cat that we took off the streets. Boy, how long ago was that? Many years ago, when I was still in, like, elementary school. He's doing alright. We have a kitten that we took off the streets, like, over the summer. She's crazy as hell, but, she's warming up to us. And, then we have a cat that I've had ever since I was a baby, which is somehow still alive. And he's on his last fucking leg. Like, it's a miracle the thing can still walk. I'll leave it at that. I'll see you have fun with your paper, Jessica, or whatever you're doing.
In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow, the mastermind was able to do it.
Thoughts on the future arc? You know, it's been so long since I actually watched Danganronpa 3. I don't really remember it all that well. Yeah, he is. I don't know how he's still fucking walking. I'm a miracle to the human race. No, I'm not. That is an over-exaggeration if I've ever heard one. Wouldn't it be that I'm a miracle to the feline race then? Human race I couldn't give 2 shits about. Cats, they're different. Cats are good. I like cats. Humans, on the other hand, lukewarm at best.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult.
A reason?
so...
I know! We keep getting sidetracked. It's been so long since we've talked.
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
It would seem...
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
In other words,
The fuck's going on? It's pitch black outside. Why are there helicopters flying over my house? Fuck, that's really loud. Can you guys hear that? Fucking Christ. I'm just wondering if you guys heard that in the mic. That was super fucking loud. Shit. What the fuck's going on out there? Ugh. No, you guys didn't hear it. Well, just be aware that there were some helicopters flying very close to my house. Scared the shit out of me.
But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world is a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair.
The mastermind wants the world to see that. To try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you. And yet, that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words...
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has to be more particular than has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. Also, yes, I heartily agree, Zelcario. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
At the very least...
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words...
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. But all that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
However...
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got this chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
Wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was all just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
But looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However...
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
Correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey.
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now that we know who our real enemy is, all we have to do is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
However...
Is that really possible? Huh?
Anyway,
right now we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorms somewhere. Shall we go? Alright. Well, I know where they are. Suddenly we were greeted with... Cool, Monokuma. How am I supposed to say this? You again. Is he broken?
Whew.
I suppose his emotional instability has reached its limit. Jeez. The heck? I
However,
wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief.
Ah,
Hey!
Is that Makoto?
Hina!
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
Thanks, Byakuya.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Don't even want to acknowledge that.
everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks.
It's Makoto! He smells like a wet dog! Get away! Shoo! Shoo! And in a flash, my tears dried up.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what?
It's okay that you're here. What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
Yeah, you know, I didn't think they'd break that theme in V3, but, you know, V3 was all about breaking themes, except for the tropes of Muscle dying in Chapter 4 and the double murder of Chapter 3. But hey, they decided to break the trope of, cute, dark-skinned girl gets, survives. Fuck.
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right?
No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer. And of course it's not me or any of you. Then, who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time, and did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap. Did you, Makoto?
You know, I totally didn't even notice that theme, Toko. But yeah, you are right, actually. Fuck, how did I not see that?
You make it sound like it was easy. I just, you know.
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared, that's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here.
That's nothing new though, Hero. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again. Later. So, knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind? But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery?
But
But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh, no!
Everyone? Huh. Love advice, Margot? Sorry to break it to you, but I'm probably not the person you should be asking for this. I couldn't help you at all. I mean, back when I was in high school, I had crushes on some girls, and I could never even work up the courage to go and talk to them. So, sorry. I don't think I'll be much help. Yeah, you might be in a bit of a wrong place.
I hate you.
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine with living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
Anyway,
At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they killed Mukuro, and all the school's mysteries, it's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe. This time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too. At first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? Yeah, the killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak Academy since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? I think Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
So, in other words...
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
In other words...
But according to Monokuma, the only people who've set foot in Hope's Peak... Oh, well... Yeah, go get Margot. And, you know, I think I want to change up how I'm gonna do this, guys. I don't think we're gonna do all of Chapter 6 in one night. That's too much. Tomorrow, even though I don't normally stream on Sundays, I think I'll end up doing that. Just because I don't feel like doing all of this tonight. I hope you guys don't mind me changing that up. But it'll just be same time tomorrow, as usual. It's just me and you now. No, Devin's here, Toko. And I think Dave's still here. There's still some people here. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuro and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
That's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue or do you get it now? Dave left. Fuck. Well, there are very few people left now. You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. Yeah, see, Dave's still here. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but...
I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right.
They made
right?
Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of conversation. Well, maybe. But still.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Oh, welcome back, Margle. Oh, I don't have any mods left here, so I have to do this.
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can only rely on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins.
How do you become a mod? It's just people I really trust. That's about it.
I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master, he didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee without cream, with cream without the cream, or coffee. You're totally useless. So, bye.
Byakuya is much better than Kokichi. Like, it's not even comparable. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall.
And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself. You can go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself, too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
'cause,
But
I mean,
up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been there, I would have died. Makoto. That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've been mostly totally useless.
okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Can we fucking start the investigation already?
So, you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so...
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
So then,
Well, I'd better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. It had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered in other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. Where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder. Which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started! Alright. Well, since we're so close by, why don't we start with the second floor of the dorms? Gates open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms. Which means I have to do it. This is the second floor of the dorms? Looks like some ancient ruins. Or no. It's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. Oh hey, blood. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. There's a PC on the desk. Must belong to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looked like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair?
However...
There's not much though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people, whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? Thoughts on Tenko? I didn't think she was all that bad. I mean, despite the, complete hatred of men. But, I was kind of lukewarm to her.
Whew.
But I guess that's the best you could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
Correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. The ultimate despair. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy I'm not sure you can call it a trick. I saw a program on the PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password, and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is that it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think of how much time I wasted on this... Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think I'm gonna assume there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. If Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No. Wait. There might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of. Or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally unreasonable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. I like Kaito, he's cool. I don't understand the hate. Do you mind if I try it? Just to be sure? Like, I don't understand how people hate Kaito, just like how I don't understand how people like Kokichi.
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. Oh, come on. I don't need a fucking monocoin right now. Which animes do you suggest? Well, I got two right off the top of my head if you like slice of life animes. Me and Chris were talking about it earlier, but Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid is amazing. And so is Interviews with Demigirls. Those are two really good ones. I don't understand why people hate the good characters and like the bad ones, like Nagito and fucking Kokichi. Like, why? You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
Hey.
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. Collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it in. Well. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
Why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Hey, Kyoko. I may as well not have even been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered in such joy. That's what made it so unusual. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it.
But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? Do you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. Oof, my bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Mind explaining, Kyoko? Just as you thought. How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones!
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box! My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. But I couldn't have streamed this on Halloween. I was at school. Halloween was a Tuesday. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on. How can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. And yeah, we've seen this one already. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
In other words...
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties, but was that all there was to it? Hey CJ, welcome to the stream at long last. Don't worry, you didn't miss much. We just began the investigation like 5 minutes ago. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Huh? This picture. Aw, look at little baby Kyoko. She's so cute. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko!
Why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past. And yet...
to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? And I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself. To cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Oh god, what the fuck happened to the chat for a second?
What was it, like a sex bot or something? Go get something to eat, Markle. It's probably like a sex bot, CJ. I wouldn't be surprised.
Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside.
Yeah, exactly. If their handle was just a bunch of fucking letters and numbers, yeah, that's just a sex bot.
I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this? It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right.
It would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But, Kyoko... I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then, I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay?
Hey.
Listen, Makoto? Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey.
Could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry. I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little. I need
just a second.
Get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko? You told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. About how you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you're going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily.
You're gonna leave? Alright, bye, Margle.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway...
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then, I'll see you later.
Yeah, you could say that again, CJ.
Is she really okay? Kyoko,
It must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster? There's no doubt that the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster. Killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is... You get it, it's one of the 16 students. 15 of us met in the main hall. That's a typo. Add Mukuro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the only ones still left alive are... me. Byakuya. Hiro. Toko. Hina. And Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. And there's no question. Wait, no! That can't be! I refuse to believe it! There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Alright, let's move on. We need to keep on going. This room next. Why does Kaede have a love suite? Because it's from the bonus mode. Class before ours used these lockers, eh? It's a card reader. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the 2nd floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. Took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... no luck. Maybe only this locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Wait, but what about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's room? Okay, let's give it one more try. Alright, just what I was hoping for. Let's see what we've got inside. Here we go. This thing is practically empty. There's just one thing. Some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside. Could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. Looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters are spaced out evenly. Like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there. Words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster. And my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. That's where that line came from in V3. For the future of our country, our world, It's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true. Can it? But I knew it was. I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. I mean, at the end, I would just be doing all of that to spite Tsumugi and the audience. I wouldn't be trying to change the world or anything like Shuichi was. I would just say, yeah, I'm doing this all because fuck you guys. If this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question marks spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. How much longer is the stream? I don't know. Might be another hour. We'll see. Because I said I'm changing my mind. I'm only going to do the investigation today. We'll do the trial tomorrow. Because this is going to be too fucking long. What does this mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? This is the other one we have to do. I understand, Toko. It's fine. Boy, I wonder whose this might be. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Yeah, the person who owns this locker is probably a complete fucking failure at life. Not worth living. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuff this is didn't do a lot of the studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. The moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook? But the more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro. And a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. Alright, we're done with the second floor of the dorms. So, that's not the right button. Let's move onward to our next destination. Which would be... what? Let's see if I can... go. Let's say... Nothing here. The areas we can investigate start on the... Yep, starts on the 4th floor. Alright. Start with the data center.
Hey, Makoto.
Makoto, are you here to look around too?
Is that what you're doing here?
Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah,
So I figured, if all the doors in the school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
but...
Although, I couldn't bring myself to open it. Because
I
it might explode, right? And that'd really suck. So, you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up.
He is just clumsy with her words. Okay, so... I guess I'll open it.
Oh, wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded.
Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it.
Okay, go ahead.
Everything will be okay. Right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was...
Whoa, this place is totally sci-fi.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. What is this device? Looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top, though. Like some kind of military installation or something.
Yeah, kinda looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it.
Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just or whatever something like this!
But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I think it came from the other room.
Hina,
What did you push?
I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center.
Data center. I took a good look at the control panel. I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. Just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center... That's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kinda scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here.
Thank you, Hina. Did I hear what I think I heard? Hi, Monokuma. Is that Monokuma? Hey.
Ah, give me all your donuts!
Is that you, Hina?
What?
What? Aw, man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup?
You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button.
Whatever you do, don't push it!
Too bad.
Aw, man. Are you seriously gonna push it?
Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Fucking goddamn it, Hina. I love you, but please don't blow me up.
Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now?
Monokuma.
Huh? What do you mean?
What you were controlling just now. It was Monokuma.
Monokuma? What? For real?
Yep, looks like that control panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the Mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. Hey, she is sane, she's just not very bright. The Mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from this room. This room is totally separate from the data center with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. We now know that to be true. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true... Oh my god, we get it. We've seen this like 10 times already. The mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way. Right? What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Though, no. It's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? Can't say it isn't possible. I really hope it's not true. So, like... You wanna leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. Can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you wanna get going? Yeah. Well, first, there's something down here. What's wrong, Makoto? Let's hurry up and get out of here. But there's something here. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door! It just locked on its own! What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked. But why?
Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted.
Monokuma!
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey.
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Just imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving.
Then, that room.
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
Doesn't make any sense. We were just in there, we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch?
No way. The hatch on the floor?
Too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace! He's gone, but was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then, when I said we should leave...
Well, the hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left.
You're right.
If there's one thing I'm good
at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later.
Nina took off on a full sprint. I have to do what I can, too. That's the only way forward. Alright. That's the music room. We need the headmaster's room. Wow, it's a mess in here. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Hey, what's up, Byak? Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class 78 student registry? It contains profiles for all of us. And Mukuro.
So in other words...
Apparently, Class 78 refers to us. Wait, well, we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room.
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned Class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers...
In other words...
There can be no doubt. Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled. She must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So in other words...
When it comes to this profile, there is more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background of an entity floats. But close, but just out of reach. Ah, it's alright, Toko, I understand. See ya. Go to sleep. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior, too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students, after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought. But I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information hidden within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as a part of our class 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. And even lists her vitals as 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear
That's
now.
all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along. She's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words...
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. That advice is free this time. Take it, or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. Alright, that's all for here. So that's everything on the 4th floor that we needed. I just need to investigate the areas related to the murder again. Alright, let's start with the dojo. Oh, hey, Toko. Oh, Toko. This is where you are.
What do you want?
What do you want? Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it. That's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. God, I'm yawning a lot. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toko. Oh, hey, Deanna. Welcome to the stream.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless. Good for nothing. You say that like people haven't called you that already, Toko. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Yeah, let's leave Toko to her crisis, and let's head back into the garden. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here? That's not good. Maybe the body's inside the tool shed. I better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, then it must be... I have no idea where. But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. A tarp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says... Biolab? Then this originally came from the Biolab. Huh. Interesting. We've never had access to the Biolab before, but it's a place we can go check out now. That's all I really needed to check here. But where'd her body have gone? I better start looking for it. Well, there's only one place left for us to check that we haven't been to before. And I feel like we're gonna find our answer there. Let's head on over to the biolab. Raw. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? It's so cold. Why is it so cold? Okay, first thing you need to figure out why it's cold. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. On the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side... I've seen something like this before. Oh, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. This is a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. Looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver, and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for the optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep the body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. There's some kind of weird... But only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left. The right-hand lights are off. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It was a makeshift morgue. About those lights by each slot. Looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is... I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Alright, so that's it for here.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASAP possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious. There's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that... He said to go to the gym, right? Oh good, it just takes us there automatically. Oh, hey, hero. Makoto! Why'd you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What did he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait! There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It's like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Looks weird now that only Makoto's here.
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome, hello! Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground right in front of you.
The envelope? This must be the envelope.
And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside.
What?
Don't worry, just get on with it.
Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. Damn it, Taka. Have to salute and block Junko's face. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, and we looked at that file. Mukuro Ikusaba. Then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that. Just having everyone here posed like this is weird enough by itself. They're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. Of course he did. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me to not be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought that everyone was like me and didn't know each other until they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean... could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is...
How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna
You're
do?
kinda getting in the way standing there, you know? So, I mean, get out! But, I told you I'm not feeling any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field.
Fuck, you don't have to glitch out at me. Guess that means he's done talking. Damn it! So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? Just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looked so real. So full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean... everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Alright, let's see. Seen in the dining hall. this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you.
Makoto? Sorry, gotta go.
What? She ran off so fast, I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Hina, why? Why won't you talk to me? Yaki is over in the reading room. Hey, Byakuya. Oh, Byakuya! Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked away. It's a pretty good guess. What the? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Hey, Hero! Makoto! What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No, No! Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hero, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I'd found. It was like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? I think it's pretty clear we're not going to get a straight answer out of anyone. There is something we have to look at in the biolab again. I decided to visit the biolab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got there was her, passed out. Again. Huh? Toko. Toko, are you okay? No, no. She's not dead, is she? Of course. Ah!
It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold I think I might catch cold.
If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
I see.
What? I was asleep. I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny?
Okay. So, why did you pass out?
I don't know. Last thing I remember it was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose?
Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch.
Bingo bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. Sounds like it's like double the memory.
No, it's more like half.
What I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I slit your throat.
I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya's around somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes.
By himself?
I assume so.
I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't imagine how lonely he must be right now.
Gods bless you, Genocide Jill. Toko shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Yeah, maybe it's the, opened locker here. The fridge. It's open. I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It would seem...
it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and... well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything gotta be so difficult with her? Who knows, Makoto? Who knows?
Anyway...
We should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly, she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is inside the fridge.
I see.
Just like every other time, the Mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The Mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the Mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there. That's it? I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I want to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I should go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the Mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. No, we just did this. Just look at the tarps. You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. It's the same one as I found in the garden tool shed. If I remember, that tarp had a stamp that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. On the left side of the refrigerator, a bunch of blue lights are on. But these ones aren't.
It would
It would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's. There's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights?
Whew.
Okay, Makoto. I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood. It seems highly likely that the stomach wound and the blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings.
Perhaps. That could be what it means, CJ.
So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim was stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was discovered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said that they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say that they're old? Huh?
Because...
All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You do seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However...
That doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds make it seem like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
So then...
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
At the very least...
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words...
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future.
Hey.
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
So...
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then...
Indeed.
And don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba.
And?
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
So then...
Looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh, wait. Are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this? You know what? Hold on, guys. I just want to take a little break real quick. I'll be back in a minute or two, so just hold on for a second. Alright, sorry about that. Had to check something real quick. Anyway.
Why?
Sad? Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey.
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still. You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
So then...
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. I don't do it now. Hey, Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
What?
Go ahead then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What?
What?
So...
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
Indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you'd need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense. But there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster. About your father.
What? If that's true...
Could that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto.
I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers. Right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
So...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD? And it says Class 78 Urgent Interviews?
So...
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
Anyway...
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes any sense right now. But I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD.
Makoto.
I mean, you're not wrong, CJ.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
In other words...
So as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less sure and I'm less and less sure of everything. Even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask. For the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
However...
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange, to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why does it bother me so much to know that he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess.
She let out a small sigh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So that's it for my rambling. There's still much more to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or in suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncovered is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not. Because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then,
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind the final farewell, Kyoko was gone. Better get going myself. Got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Alright, off to the AV room then. Let's go see this DVD and exactly what it uncovers about the secret. I should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have been only a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation.
Oh, that's Keith Silverstein! Oh, so Keith had another role other than Mondo in this game.
I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that?
Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in the school?
I accept.
What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut. There's a lot I hadn't understood up until now. But this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and persuade her dream, or pursue her dreams with her friends again. Fuck, I can't read. She wanted that so bad. She tried to frame me for murder. So, why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. If I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Well, this is awkward. Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Yakuya. Toko. Hina. Everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school. Forever. And then... Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father, and when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school, just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up. The monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie. Looks like it broke. Out of service.
What?
It just so happened to break now.
Too bad.
Now then, when? Doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right?
Failure my ass! You cut the power on purpose! Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask them the question, and they'd all say yes. Couldn't help myself. I let out a huge exasperated sigh. But as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too. And when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean... I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or...
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning.
I was kind of thinking that too. Like, she lied so much. There's a lot about. There's a lot about fucking Samugi that went so unanswered at the end. Like when she was talking about the perfect cosplay cat crime. We never got an answer to that. And I'm sure, like I said before, I'm sure we'll get an answer to that in V4. Because we all know Kodaka's gonna make another one.
Anyway, let's get started.
Because he's a sick sadistic fuck, in case anyone's wondering why. Who knows? Could have been some kind of trick with makeup or something.
The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
Exactly. CJ, you and me thinking alike here. It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. The last time, let's head over to the red door. I guess I'm the first one.
Makoto,
You're early, Makoto.
listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah. For now, at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
Don't worry. I'm sure they'll be here soon. Just like she said. Byakuya! Byakuya? They arrived, one after another. They're all in the same state of shock. Hina? Hiro? Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me and so
I'm late.
I'm
A
on
strong silent master is so wonderful, so cool, so hot. My loins are ablaze.
Yes!
Now listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me. With my sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shiv the master of evil.
But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys.
If that's what master wants, it can be boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Where am I?
No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. That's probably my favorite quote from Kyoko. No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. It's fucking great.
Is everyone here? Ooh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay. Well then, let's begin. This the final class trial is going to be slathered in pitch black despair. Maximum sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right. This is the final class trial. And this time it'll be fair.
What do you mean this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know. If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today,
And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already.
Sure, let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
you guys.
So don't try and run away.
Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my
This
family.
will be over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid. Suspicious of each other.
however,
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us all about it soon. Yeah, the music for the scrum debate. You know what? I'm gonna say, like, hands down, scrum debate is my favorite Danganronpa mechanic. It's such a good fucking thing. It's such a cool fucking thing. And if you were to ask me, well, John, what's the worst Danganronpa mechanic? Hangman's Gambit Danganronpa 2. That is easily the worst fucking minigame in Danganronpa. And I'm gonna really hate having to do all those again when we go through Danganronpa 2 next. You're right. I'm ready.
so...
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. I started making my way toward the opening. Step by step after step toward that gaping maw. I resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper. Deeper, deeper, deeper still. Deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper it fell. I closed my eyes, and sight fell away. All sound, too, disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later, I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. This is the final trial site?
What do you think? Isn't it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? The long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat. Well then, let's begin!
Alright, and with this, we are finally ready to step into the final class trial. So, thank you all for coming out today. We're going to end things off here just before 3 hours, so cool. We're going to pick this up again 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, and we're going to end Danganronpa. Trigger Happy Havoc. I don't know what we're going to do after, but hey, we'll see. So yeah, see you all then. Bye!